I want to ask you about your beautiful beard. What do you do to keep it in tip-top shape like it is?
Oh man, well first of all, I appreciate the compliment, man. Like that's real nice of you. But tip-top shape, well, let's look at it this way, all right? It's nothing too special. Number one thing is go and see my barber when I get the chance to see him. This whole, timeline situation that I know some of my friends are on with, every 2 weeks I gotta make sure I see my barber. I don't necessarily look at it like that. I kind of look at it like, hey, do I have, an important podcast episode I'm doing around the corner? Do I gotta look good for somebody? Do I gotta look good for myself? We always make sure we line up the beard. All right, that's important. So when I am considering my haircut day, the beard's gonna get lined up. It's gonna get massaged, right? For some odd reason, I really enjoy that. I shampoo and condition my beard, man. Like when I'm showering and I'm doing my shampoo process for my hair, I give the beard the same love. Another thing is that I started doing is, this was about 2 Christmases ago, I got gifted beard oils. And I can't believe for over 20 years of my life, well, not that I had a beard for that long, that kind of ages me, but for the years I've had a beard leading up to this moment, I didn't use beard oils. And that's like, I don't know what to compare that to. That's like eating your steak without finding sesame steak sauce. I mean, like, you gotta have your steak with steak sauce. Same thing with your beard. If you're getting ready for date night, if you're getting ready for a party, I mean, it's COVID, there's not really any of that going on, but I mean, if you just wanna look good for yourself, grab that beard oil. And man, let me tell you, DMSK has been this, like, it's like finding the hidden gold.
So how often are you actually trimming your beard? Like how often are you trimming your beard? And who is trimming your beard?
Good question. So for me, I'll sometimes line it up. I'll take my Gillette 2-blade. I'll buy a 52-pack from Costco. I know that's gonna last me, honestly, a really long time. It shows I don't use it as often, Shawn. So yeah, I mean, I'll line it up when I'm going out, when it's an important day. Personally though, back to the how often I do this is, again, every 2, 3, 4 weeks when I need to. For me, it's very important to keep it lined up. I don't like when like it goes. There's a specific point for a male, for ladies listening to this. Like for me, I don't want to have more hair beyond a certain point. So I really like to line it up underneath the jawline. My mother, she runs a laser hair removal clinic. So I was her male model for my cheeks and my once upon a time unibrow. So I got that zapped enough times so I don't have to worry about that anymore.
When you wake up in the morning, what is your daily skincare routine? What do you do?
Yeah, you know what? I really gotta work on that, to be honest. I have phases where I'll wash my face and do the full 9 yards, but honestly, a little bit of soap, a little bit of Olay. I've got that moisturizing butter, with the shea butter. That one always gets me. I'll buy that one in a pack of 3 from Costco. Again, you can get everything from there. But yeah, just take a little bit of shea butter from Olay. Just put it on my face in the shower. Keep my eyes closed. Don't want that to sting, And yeah, I mean, without cracking myself up, it's not that much. I just make sure I don't touch my face. That's one thing I learned through COVID is I stopped touching my face as much. It's been helping.
As you get older, are you thinking about, are you doing anything to sort of take care of your skin?
I'll be honest. This might be a TMI moment, but you gotta be vulnerable sometimes. I've considered and thought about Botox. I'm I'm full of expression, right? Like if you look at these wrinkles, I know they're not going away anytime soon. But I tried to just hone in on, I wanna be natural. So yeah, I'll be honest, lately I'm thinking the older I get, the more depth these wrinkles are having on my face. And I don't tend to care, but I don't know, I look in the mirror lately and I wonder, what if? Do I go for it? Do I do a little bit? Will I get too addicted to it? Am I gonna start I digress, but yeah, man, I think about that stuff. For the beard, I hope it never goes away. I have those moments where I'll hit the reset button and shave it off, but I like when it looks like this, and I like a little bit of stubble. If you ever see me clean shaven again, I'm probably going through a quarter life crisis. I feel like I just look like I'm 12 again. And for a South Asian male, I could speak for all of us. We do not want to look like we're 12 years old anymore. We're over that.
What does it mean to invest in yourself?
Whew, that's a great question. What does it mean to invest in yourself? You know what? It's something I work on all the time, every day, is find time for yourself. That me time is so important. For me, I've learned to respect that my me time is not necessarily just me being by myself. I'm a very social guy. You know, I like to be active, I like to be outgoing, I like to be doing things, but I'll factor that into my me time. So to invest in yourself, be a little bit selfish. When you are setting yourself up for the day, split it into two. What am I doing for myself today? What am I doing for others? What am I doing for work? What am I doing for my family? If you notice that there is far too much on this end of the spectrum for other people compared to doing what you need to do for yourself, you kind of got to even that out, or hey, it's time to be selfish. Put a little bit more on your plate. Go take a day out and go to the mountains. Go take some time for your mental health and your physical health and just shut off for a second. I find we're in a time now where we're constantly, through the culture of our smartphones, needing to be there for other people, needing to respond right away. And what does that do? That takes seconds and minutes and hours away from what we could be doing for ourselves. So for me, investing in myself is, still getting my workouts in, being a socialite with my friends, doing fun projects like this, saying yes to this. Anything that puts me a little bit out of my comfort zone, it just chips away at getting 1% better every single day.
What's the one product that you have purchased that represents investing in yourself?
Oh man, first thing that comes to mind, when the pandemic started, I felt like I had everything taken away from me. I couldn't train, there goes servicing my clients in person, there goes my job, there goes training jiu-jitsu and martial arts. The first thing I could think of is, let's get jiu-jitsu mats. Let's find a way to put this inside my home. I ordered the 20 by 18, 3 spaces of mats to originally put inside my garage. And that was the beginning of my home gym studio. And I've been addicted ever since, with the little disposable income that I have, every now and then picking up that next item. So I've just been addicted to growing the home gym, and that's been really enjoyable. And I feel like that's just been the best purchase I've made for myself in a long time. If there's anything that I've decided to invest in my, let's say, overall image, it would be hair gel. As silly as it is to say that. I recently just got Kevin Murphy hair gel from my barber when my barber was open. And I asked him a question. And it's funny because any good barber will respond back. Sure enough, Alex from Cameron Heights Barbershop, baby, he goes to me and he says this. When someone they answer your question with a question, they know what they're doing. And I'm like, Alex, man, I think I need new hair gel. I don't know what to get. He's like, okay, brother, you want dry or you want wet? And I'm like, what does that even mean? I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, bro, there's different hair gel for, different things, right? Like a training, like you're a trainer, right? You have a high intensity training, and then you have a bodybuilding, you have a powerlifting, different gel, same thing. And I'm like, all right, first of all, this guy knows his gel. So I told him, I'm like, I don't know what I want. First thing he did, he took his fingers. He's like this. And he's like, brother, I recommend for your hair very thick, you get somewhere in the middle. Good brand, Kevin Murphy. This is my favorite. And now I'm realizing, okay, is he saying Kevin Murphy because maybe he's high on inventory and he needs to sell it, or is he just being genuine? I took the latter approach. The guy's a great guy. And I got the Kevin Murphy. And personally, when I've used Kevin Murphy in the past, never had any issues. So I'd say get a good hair gel, man. I mean, come on. Get your hair done and know if it's dry or wet or something in the middle. You have to, because I realized personally, if it's too dry or too wet, doesn't do me justice. But Kevin Murphy, man, the wax, that's that good shit.